1 month later, staring at 2 pink lines on a pregnancy test, I wondered if I'd made the biggest mistake of my life. Present day, 5 years later. Mama, wake up, the sun is saying good morning. I opened my eyes to find my 5-year-old son perched on my bed, already dressed in his kindergarten uniform, his dark hair sticking up in every direction despite my efforts the night before. Good morning, my little emperor, I said, pulling him down for a cuddle. Did you brush your teeth? Yes, and I made my bed, and I fed the goldfish, Ree recited proudly. Can we make the special pancakes today? Li Ree, that's what I'd named him, though I'd kept my surname Chen on all his documents. Li because it was common enough not to raise questions, but also because sometimes late at night, when he slept peacefully beside me, I imagined his father might have the same surname. Ree meaning wise and auspicious, because from the moment he was born, he'd seemed like an old soul in a tiny body. Special pancakes require special occasions, I reminded him, ruffling his hair. What's special about today? Every day with Mama is special, he declared with a solemnity only a 5-year-old could manage. My heart melted completely. This child, my miracle, my everything, had such an enormous capacity for love it sometimes overwhelmed me. We lived simply but happily in a small apartment above Chen's bakery in the Hongshan district. Mrs. Chen had hired me when Rui was 6 months old, taking one look at my baby strapped to my chest and declaring, children belong in kitchens. They learn the rhythm of life there. She'd been right. Rui had grown up surrounded by the scent of fresh bread and the gentle chatter of neighborhood regulars. Our customers adored him. Old Mr. Wang always brought him new picture books. Mrs. Liu saved interesting rocks from her garden walks. And the college students who came for study sessions let him help with their homework. It wasn't the life I'd planned. I dreamed of using my marketing degree, maybe working for a big company, traveling the world. But watching Rui carefully arrange cookies in the display case, his little tongue poking out in concentration, I couldn't imagine any other life. Mama, why don't I have a baba like the other kids? He asked one morning out of nowhere, his innocent question hitting me like a physical blow. I knelt down to his level, choosing my words carefully. Some families have mamas and babas, some just have mamas, some just have babas, and some have grandparents or aunties and uncles. What matters isn't what kind of family you have, but how much love is in it. Do we have lots of love? We have enough love for 10 families, I assured him, kissing his nose. Good, he said, apparently satisfied. But if I ever meet my baba, I think I'd like him to be tall and kind, and maybe he could teach me how to build things. What kind of things? Big buildings where families can live together and be happy. The kids at school say some children don't have homes, and that makes me sad. At 5 years old, my son already had a kinder heart than most adults. Sometimes, looking at his serious little face, I wondered about his father. Did he have the same thoughtful nature? The same devastating smile that could light up a room? I tried not to think about it too often. The past was past, and we were building a beautiful future, just the two of us. Across the city, Li Zhenyu stood at the floor-to-ceiling windows of his corner office on the 60th floor of Li Tower, looking out at the city he'd helped build. At 32, he was everything the media called him: brilliant, ruthless, devastatingly handsome, and completely untouchable. He was also completely miserable. Young master, the Su family has called again about the engagement announcement, his assistant, Lu Fei reported, setting down his afternoon tea.